fighting next. So we don't. I mean, I'm looking forward to watching and to going down and supporting him, but I don't think I'm going to actually watch. I'll watch the fights, and then as soon as the fight comes on, I'm going to leave. I'm not watching.
I mean, I tried to treat it just like any other fight, you know, so I didn't get, you know, too nervous and let the octagon jitters, like they always say about it, get to me. You know, nothing got to me like that. I felt at home. I felt like I belonged there, and I think I proved, you know, that I belonged there as well. Couldn't ask for any better, really. You know, I mean, I did have a slight injury before I went into the fight, but to be honest, that probably was a little bit of a blessing in disguise, really, because, you know, obviously everyone expected me to wrestle. He expected me to wrestle. I come out there, I faked some takedowns, I caught him with some good shots, and eventually, you know, I got a TKO finish.
It's a lot of pressure, and then he gets people messaging him. You know, he's coming saying stuff like, "You better win." And he's like, "Oh, it's nothing like a bit of pressure, is it?" You know, or you'll get some people saying, "Try and get to third round. No, we've paid a lot of money for this fight. We want to watch it. It's like we want to watch some entertainment. We want to watch a show." I just think, what? It's just it's a fight. Why do you want? What's the entertainment about? I'm not like. I know what people mean, but I'm like, just go in and just win and get out. Even if you're in 2 minutes. Don't do it for anyone else, just win and get out.
Feeling great now, obviously I've got a fight, you know, and I'm happy that I've got a fight. I love to compete and step into the octagon. You know, it has been a year, it's been a tough year, you know, a couple of injuries here and there. I was supposed to fight in China against Makwan Amirkhani, and you know, I was excited for that, and then I got injured a few weeks before, which was you know, it was a nightmare for myself. But you know, I'm back on track now, and I can't wait, and I'm excited to fight in London again. You know, that's a plus sign of all that, really, to fight in London in my hometown when I had all the Wiganers and all the support behind me last time, and it's going to be triple that this time. You know, there's going to be a lot more people coming down watching me, and I'm excited, you know, to walk out and hear them fans.
Because if he gets injured, then he might not get another fight for months, and then what? You can only live off so much in a year. And it's not all about money, but when you've got kids and a house to run, it is.
Yeah, you're right. It's tough, you know what I mean? It's like you're training twice a day to achieve your goals. And for me, it was like I was sat down on the sidelines, really, watching, you know, UFC every other week, every time it's on, seeing featherweights climb the ranks, seeing featherweights getting better and improving, and like I said, climbing the ranks and making their way to that top 10 and that world title. And I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, listen, I know I can be there, and I know I can be in the top 10 by the end of this year. And it's just aggravating, the fact that you sat on the sidelines injured. But you know, in between, I was developing, getting better, still studying, which is what I always do anyway. So, you know, I've not gone off the way mark kind of thing. You know, I'm good to go on London. I will be good to go. Yeah, we've got Makwan Amirkhani. He's a good opponent. He's a top 20 opponent, and for UFC to give me that on my second fight is you know, is massive, really, because not many people get that opportunity to get a ranked opponent in the second fight in the UFC. So that's great for me. You know, that's exactly what I wanted. He's exactly who I wanted. You know, he's a good wrestler. I'm a good wrestler. I feel that I'm much better, but it's a great fight for the fans. He's a European fighter. You know, I think he's going to come out to bring it. He's a cracking fight. You know, we can't wait for it. So I mean, it's no secret, is it? You know, I mean, my strength is going to be my wrestling, but what wrestling brings over to MMA is the discipline side of things for your weight cuts, the grind, the fact that yes, the wrestlers are so used to being uncomfortable and being in uncomfortable places. They're used to just pushing through it, and I feel I've got that. You know what I mean? I feel I go into a fight, even if I'm losing, I feel I'll always find a way to win. No matter what way it is, I'll find a way to win, and that's the way I am. It's intense, but it's a privilege to be a part of that team, because look how many UFC fighters Colin's made. I think it's 9 now, with Tom just coming into the UFC. So there's nine UFC fighters come out of that gym. So that is, you know, it's a big achievement. One of the achievements I wanted was when I got signed to the UFC was being on that Team Carbon poster, you know, with all the other lads. That was like a big thing for me, because when you've done that, you got yourself to the UFC, and you're with a lot of stars, really. So I mean, being a part of that team for me is, you know, it's family. It's, You know, there's a lot of loyalty involved. We work out together every single day, and you know, even when I'm not fighting, I'm in to help the other lads. Even when the lads are not fighting, they're in to help me, and that's exactly the way Colin wants it to work. And Colin's created a team, you know, so it is a privilege to be a part of that team. It's definitely not been an overnight success. There's been a lot of up and downs with my career, really, including my wrestling career. There's been a lot of injuries, there's been a lot of setbacks, there's been a lot of sacrifices. It's been a very, very tough road, which is, I think, for anyone or any fighter or any sports person, it's going to be a tough, long road to get to where you want to be. It's just that everyone just kind of sees the bright lights and you're stepping into that octagon in the UFC. But before that, you know, I was fighting in sports halls. You know what I mean? You was getting your experience with wrestling and jiu-jitsu competitions and stuff like that. But you know, it's just not just all that side of thing. It's the fact that you live in with next to nothing money-wise, and you know, you're kind of struggling through life to get to where you want to be. But if you believe in your goal and you believe in yourself, then it will happen. And this is what I've kind of always fed off, really, and this is what I've always been taught, is just to believe in what you want to be and where you want to be, and believe in yourself, and then, you know, it comes eventually.
He says he gets nervous a month out to his fights, and then what